We're at the property on Rocky Road. Now I will tell you, they named it Rocky Road for a reason. It is really, really rough. It's right at about a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles. You do have to drive extremely slowly. It is a rough road. So we are on the property right now. Has a fence line here. Now, I will see if I can locate at a higher elevation. There may be views of White Mountain Lake here. I've walked just a short distance in. They've got some garbage that's piled up here. Old trailer that hasn't been moved in ages. Old boat over there. There's the single wide that is uninhabitable. Does have some really nice sized large junipers. Looks like it's fenced. Sorry about this, walking into the sun at the end of the day. Having a bit of a hard time seeing where I'm going. So yes, the mobile is definitely need to be scrapped. Now I see what I think is a well. I think that's part of the well. Now, septic tanks are a lot harder to find. That's something we'd have to have a septic tank inspection done for. I do see a power pole. Oh, let me see if I can find some shade here, or a different angle. Well, kind of hard to see it, but I think right there, that's the power pole. So it does have power and water. Now there's concrete right here. That's usually the top of a septic tank lid. This has got all the earmarks of it. So that may be the septic system right there. Part of this has cinders in, which you can easily come out here and spray weed killer. That's what these are right here. It's used for driveways. The other part is left natural, but honestly, this hasn't had anybody on it for a long time, so everything is pretty much going wild right now. I think if I was able to get up a little bit higher on the property, there might be some views, although it looks like the fence does cut behind where that power pole is by about another 50 feet. And if that is indeed the case, that would be the back side of this property, and then it would all run the direction I'm aiming the camera in, which would be northwest. Some different elevations to it. Looks like they had a bit of a driveway cut in. Pretty heavily treed. Considering that it has a well, power poles, and supposedly 2 septics in, price at about $100,000, I think it said. Well, maybe it was 104.9. I'm going off of memory, so pardon me if I'm off on that. In which case, it's probably priced pretty reasonably. You have another power pole back here. There's another stub right there. Now that's either for propane or that could be a stub for water. I honestly don't know, but there's also something else that somebody put marked right there. The nice little coffee can sitting on top. Very pleasant property. You should be able to do what you were thinking about doing here without any problems. You can also join White Mountain Lake and have access to the lake. It is the private lake. I believe you have to pay $25 a year. It might be $50 a year, but it's $25 to $50. And you do have full access to the lake amenities, including the boat dock, the boat ramps, picnic area, children's swim area. And it is the only lake in the White Mountains that you can water ski on because it is a private lake. There's also the golf course nearby, public golf course. But I will be honest, the road getting here is very rough. You do have to take your time driving on that road. It's called Rocky Road for a reason. And that shall conclude our tour for the property on Rocky Road.